He said that he was surprised he was approached for the job,
So
stating as
crazy.
he was not a big Bond fan. He would not have accepted the job had he not seen Casino Royale, which he felt had humanized Bond. True. Since, quote, traveling the world had become less exotic since the series' advent, making it made sense to focus more on Bond as a character, end quote. He also has another quote about the story itself. Quote, because Bond plays it real, I thought the political circumstances should be real too, even though Bond shouldn't be a political film. I thought the more political I make it, the more real it feels. Not just with Bolivia and what's happening in Haiti, but with all these corporations like Shell and Chevron saying they're green because it's so fashionable to be green. During the Cold War, everything was very clear, the good guys and the bad guys. Today, there's much overlapping of good and bad. It wasn't as morally distinct because we all have both elements in us. End quote. Any reaction to those statements from Mark Forster?
So while I don't disagree in Forster's assessment of climate, that's a lot to put in a film, right? Those are a
Yes.
lot of aspects that can make a plot very heavy, and it takes quite a story and script and quite a director to be able to convey it in a way that's digestible. Otherwise, you'll get too many aspects of one or the other that'll drag and make you wonder why are these aspects in the film. Which, for some reason, I feel like didn't that happen in this film?
The problem with what he's saying, I agree with you in principle. Like everything that he's saying, I hear it, right? Like, okay, that makes sense. More political, more real. It's like, Mark, you're talking about a Bond movie. Trying to make something more real by making it more, quote, more political. Okay, that's true. It also makes it more boring. If
Yep.
there's one thing that the James Bond formula has established, words like real and political, they have no part in it. Bond is pure escapism. It's fantastical in nature. Now, you can debate how far the series should push those fantastical elements, right? Like how grounded should the series should be? Do you need Moonraker? Do you need You Only Live Twice? Do you need Die Another Day? And you look at something, Casino Royale is pretty grounded.
Right.
My point is this. Nobody ever went to see a Bond movie expecting super realistic stuff. They go to a Bond movie for escapism. I don't want to go to a Bond movie to see something that's realistically political in nature.